In this presentation, you will learn about taxation in ancient India. Taxation has always been an important part of governance. In ancient India, the king was expected to protect the people, and in return, the people contributed a part of their income or produce to the state. Taxes were usually collected in the form of agricultural produce, goods or services, and later also in money as trade grew. The Vedic period. During the early Vedic age, society was rural and agrarian, which simply means agriculture was the main occupation. Taxes were not very organized. They were more like tributes or offerings to chiefs and kings. So the rulers got a tribute from their people, got gifts or offerings from their people. The common forms of tax: Bali, voluntary tribute given by the people to the ruler; Bhaga, share of agricultural produce, usually one-sixth of the produce was given as a tax. For example, farmers might give a portion of their harvested grain or cattle to the king. The Mauryan period. Under Chandragupta Maurya and Ashoka, taxation became systematic and organized. Kautilya's Arthashastra, which is a famous text on statecraft and economics, gives detailed rules about taxes. The types of taxes during this period: land revenue or bhaga, one-sixth of the produce; customs and trade duties, which is taxes on goods that were entering or leaving the markets; professional taxes, these were put on craftsmen, traders, and workers; forest tax on forest produce like timber, which is wood, honey, and elephants. Elephants were used to cart the goods from one place to the other, so therefore there was a tax. The state had officials like Samaharta, which was the chief tax collector, and Sannidhata, who was the treasurer. Taxes were used for administration, army, roads, irrigation, and welfare activities. The Gupta period. This period was also known as the Golden Age, but taxation was still necessary to run the empire. The important taxes were Bhaga, which was a share of the crops, what we call popularly as the land tax; Bhoga, which was produce or goods supplied for royal use, like food grains, dairy, or clothes; Uparikhara, tax on temporary landholders; Udranga, occasional tax for emergencies like war. So in case of war, a special tax was collected from the people because of war expenses. Both cash and kind payments were accepted since trade and urban centers were still growing. This revenue supported temples, education, art, and culture, along with administration. Let us look at the key features of ancient Indian taxation. Taxation was mainly agricultural. Land was the backbone of economy, so it was sensible to collect taxes on land. It was a flexible system. Taxes could be in kind, which could be grains, cattle, goods, or could be collected in cash. Ethical principle. Texts like Arthashastra advised rulers not to overtax the people. The king was compared to a bee. Just as a bee collects honey without harming the flower, the king should collect taxes without harming the subjects. Taxes were seen as the duty of citizens in return for protection, justice, and welfare by the state. Use of taxes. The collected tax revenue or money was used for maintenance of army and defense, building roads, irrigation systems, forts, and developing cities, supporting education, religion, and cultural activities, as well as providing justice and administration. Taxation in ancient India was organized, fair, and largely based on agriculture. It helped build empires, support armies, and encourage art, culture, and welfare projects. Hope you have a better understanding of taxation in ancient India. Thank you for watching this presentation. Do like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments about this presentation or any other topics you would like to learn more about.